Hello, back at you, another video, and this one is not about music per se, sort of indirectly. It is associated with music, but I wanted to talk about, or just like get opinions, feedback, see if people are having the same dilemma as me as to whether you should get an iMac Pro or the Mac Mini. So prior to Apple's announcement a few weeks ago, actually almost a month ago now, I was thinking, hey, they're gonna announce some new iMacs, and my iMac is from 2013 and I really need a new iMac, so finally, this is my time. And to my surprise, and maybe to other people's surprise, they did not announce any new iMacs, but they announced a new Mac Mini, which is actually a pretty cool computer in the sense that it's this tiny little box, this Mac Mini, and configurable up to a very large amount of RAM, SSD memory, and you know, basically you can spec it out to the point where you can get it to meet the speed of iMac Pro. So a lot of people are really happy, right? Because it's like, cool, like instead of spending $49.99 for the iMac Pro, I can spend like $2,200 for a Mac Mini and get basically the same specs, but they're not, okay? And they're not in this sense, because if you need that video card, if you need the power of the video card in the iMac Pro, you are not getting that in the Mac Mini. You have to buy an external video card, which is pretty cool because there are some, and Blackmagic actually has a new one that just came out in parallel, only available on Apple for the Mac Mini. But it's like, that's like $1,000, I want to say, if not a little bit over $1,000. And then there's a video card that's not as powerful as that one, which is like $699. So now we're up to like, let's say about $3,000 for the Mac Mini if you get the video card. Now what if you really want a new monitor? You know, you were using the iMac, right? So you need to actually buy a monitor, and you want like a nice monitor. So now you're talking probably at least another $1,000 at least to get the one that I want. So you're quickly getting up to the same price as the iMac Pro, and you have all these pieces versus it in one machine. If you're used to the iMac, you like having, well, at least I do, I just like having that one machine. So yeah, it's a dilemma. You know, I think that the Mac Mini is like a really good choice for somebody that doesn't care about the video card. Like if I was just doing music and just using, you know, DAWs and VSTs and that type of software, I wouldn't care about the video card, because the video card's only important when you're doing stuff like this, you're doing videos. So when I do these videos and I need to use Final Cut, that's what I use for editing, I need to do the rendering, all that. You want to make sure that you have like a really good video card. It makes a difference. I do right now in my machine, and I can't imagine going to just like a standard Intel, I think it's like an Intel HD3 that's in the Mac Mini. It would definitely cause trouble with the live streaming aspect, because that's what I want. I want a new computer so that I can do some live streaming. And I would definitely need an external video card, because I don't even think for specs like that video card can handle the grueling task of live streaming. So basically, to get down to it, if you need a video, if you are reliant on the machine for video, the Mac Mini is gonna cost like $1,000 on top of you know, what you're already paying for the specs you need to get that external video card. So that's my big dilemma. Now I know people have commented on my last video from Apple and really helpful, saying, hey, have you ever thought about making your own sort of you know, hack? And I haven't. And I know like probably I could follow some how-to video or article to create that, but like, I don't know, I just don't have the desire to do it. I don't really feel like I have the time, or I don't want to put the time into doing that. I want to use my time doing other things. But so no, making a Hackintosh is not something that I think I'm really keen on. And I know it'd probably cost me less money. I'd probably be able to get all the specs I want. I actually, well, this is crazy talk. I actually considered moving to a PC. I really thought about it. I thought, you know, I can't get the iMac that I want. Like, what's going on in the PC world? And yeah, you know, there's some, like, I mean, you can definitely get the technology, but it's still getting pricier for like some of the brands that like the gaming brands. And I know that's a brand thing, right? You can get like a good machine that's not like a Razer or Alienware, is that what they are? That's the machine I know from years ago that Dell acquired them, but Alienware was like a really popular machine for people to have, especially doing like video stuff. And what's the other one? MSTV something another. I don't know. You see a lot of producers with that one. That's a good machine too. But so my point is I thought about going into the PC world, which I probably should do, but I just can't do it. I'm so used to using the Mac platform now. At this point, it's hard for me to go over to a PC. So, and I just feel like it would be a pain. You know, you think about your VSTs and you've downloaded the ones that are for Mac versus the ones that are for Windows. So I'd have to go back and probably figure out like how to get all my window versions of those VSTs versus if I get a Mac, I'm just like gonna copy the computer over, and there's like not a lot of pain involved in that. So not going the PC route. Somebody actually also said, how about consider getting like an older, like you could, well, right now, all the Apple Pros, right? That's what they're called, right? Too many variations of the Apple computers, but the Apple Pro, like the actual standalone little capsule thing, you know, get one of those, because that's like so old now, right? Can't believe they haven't come out with a new one of those. But grab one of those. I shouldn't say that. Let me backtrack. I think that the Mac Mini, what they've done with the Mac Mini is to try to like fall in this area where they're making some of those people happy that had the Apple Pro. So yeah, so I think they're hitting that demographic as well. So maybe that's why they haven't updated that. But anyway, point is, grab one of those. You can get them an older one for a nice price and actually like retrofit it with like the stuff that you want. You put a new hard drive in there, upgrade the memory, you know, make it the machine that you want. Like, that's a good way to save money by not buying an iMac Pro and use one of those machines. And I don't think that's for me either. So I gotta tell you, I really think I'm gonna end up buying the iMac Pro, even though it absolutely horrifies me. I'm hoping there may be a Black Friday sale. It's usually $49.99. Amazon right now, I noticed, dropped the price to $46.99. If they can get it down to $44.99, I think I'd feel like just a little bit better on it. I am gonna, you know, probably pick it up on Amazon because I was fortunate enough to get some gift cards from my job for doing a great job. And I think that those will make me feel just a little bit better about the purchase. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Are any of you dealing with the same dilemma? I've never been in such an awkward spot when it's come to buying a computer. Usually I look out there, you know, hey, it's time to buy a computer. I look out there and, oh, there it is. Or, oh, time to get a new iMac, and all, you know, waited forever, it feels like, for the new iMacs to come out, and, you know, was thinking they were going to come out last month and they didn't. So any of you guys in the same dilemma? If you found this video, you probably are in the same dilemma. So what kind of stuff are you doing? Are you doing video stuff? Because I know, like, the video guys, I saw this I don't know if it was on Apple or on YouTube, like just searching videos, but people who do video are pretty excited about the Mac Mini because I guess you can put them together and create like a little server farm and all this stuff that's like way over my head, not what I need. But for their video stuff, like, that's gonna work. And maybe it's because they're already using an external video card, or hey, paying, you know, $1,000, $1,100 for an external video card is like no big deal to them. I don't know, maybe that's like their place. But for me, I'm just like, little me, I'm not even making any money making these videos. I make these videos because I love doing it. I want to do, you know, the live stream because I'm excited to like to just sort of like go through the process of making music and sharing that with people and like creating a community. I'm not making any money here. I mean, if you use one of my Amazon affiliate links below, I'll get a little kickback, but I'm not making money on this channel. So for me to go and spend a lot of money on a computer, it's like, I'm not I'm not gonna get revenue from that investment, right? That's an investment that I'm just sort of making in my own personal, hey, I want a like better computer. Versus some of these guys, you know, that, you know, if you're buying 10 Mac minis and you're doing like high-end video work, like in-house video work and editing, that's a whole different story. This is probably like a really great cost savings for them. Instead of buying 10 iMac Pros, they can buy 10 minis and they're set. But for me, I have this dilemma and I can't be the only one out there. I did a really quick search on YouTube and there are other people. It's like, should I get the iMac Pro or should I get the Mac Mini? And like a lot of them are like, oh yeah, the Mac Mini, like definitely like no brainer. But I wanted to like bring this side of the story here because I think that there are probably a lot of people in the same position as me who are like, Apple, what the heck? Like, I just don't know what product to buy because I don't feel like you have a product right now that's for me. Yeah, if you feel my pain, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. And hey, if there's any other suggestions I haven't thought of, you know, leave them too. But I think my mind is pretty set right now. It's like, it's gonna be an iMac Pro. And yeah, I just don't see how I'm going to change that mindset. Thanks for tuning into this video as usual with me talking about the things that whirl around in my head and thinking that by sharing them with the world, somebody else maybe out there can relate to the way I feel. And yeah, leave a comment and maybe help me out. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see you again next video.